Oh, this guy can dance. Ooh.
To the window,
Give me the
to
mouse.
the wall, to the sweat drop down my balls. All these bitches roll. All these bitches roll.
Ooh.
All skeet,
This guy's
skeet,
having a great time.
motherfucker. All skeet, skeet, goddamn. All skeet, skeet, motherfucker. All skeet, skeet, goddamn.
Bitch. So yeah, man.
He's got a perfect chest, my friend. It's beautiful.
Perfect for who? Somebody. I mean, hey, you wouldn't be able to tell from this frame, really. I
No.
mean, hey, he's not a bad singer or a dancer.
No,
I mean,
no,
honestly,
no.
the performance was great, man.
That
I
was
felt
beautiful.
the happiness.
I did too. I laughed. Yeah.
That's fine. We're gonna roll with it.
We're rolling with it, dude.
Welcome to yet another episode of Riches and Rags. Today, my guest is Ezra Sena. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.
This is
man.
hopefully going to be a fun episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reaction video heavy episode
Sure.
because I got some extra of those. But tell me who you are and what you do.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm Ezra Sena. I play guitar, and I should say I'm a musician in general. I don't just play guitar nowadays, but yeah, man. I used to be an electrician. That was a lot of
Shocking.
a lot of fun. I'm still doing it part time. I ran a business doing that with my pops.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it was a lot. Way happier now.
You don't like run that business anymore?
So my dad still got it. He's still running. I decided to step back just to take music more seriously in recent past. Yeah, I mean, it's still in existence. I'm still helping him out. I'm not running it, though, by any means.
Right on. Yeah, I like to bring on guests who are trying to like escape that system of just regular work. So then that's kind of like where I found interest in what you're doing, which is a lot of the guitar and music work, because it seems like you're trying to make that your primary means of making bread,
man.
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot. Do I need to pop that too?
No, that's supposed to happen earlier.
I'm gonna pull it out later on
I'll
you.
pull it out later. All right.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's just the mic. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm sorry. Your question again.
Yeah, you're trying to make the
Yeah,
guitar and the
okay.
music be the full thing.
Yeah. That's my goal, man. I'm doing mostly music nowadays. I'm teaching a lot of lessons. I'm also doing a lot of just writing on the side. Performing when I can. That's one of my big incomes is just performing. Other than that, I mean, I play at a church on Sundays. Sorry,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Would you say like performing is where you get the most income
Um,
from the music?
I mean, honestly, dude, I'm probably making even between all
Okay.
four
So,
jobs.
let's talk about the writing. So you're writing for other people or for
A
recording?
little bit, man. I mean,
That's
I'm
cool.
I'm writing with some guys that I just really vibe with, and I got to make sure that part's right.
Okay.
Just because I care so much about what I'm putting my heart into nowadays. I think that there's just there's fruit when you really push for it and you put your heart into it. So I mean, that's what I'm going for. I think that the people that I'm surrounded by nowadays are super fruitful. Yeah,
That's
so
crucial to people around you.
yeah. I mean, I'm trying to write with other people. I'm definitely doing my own sort of stuff.
Now, when you say writing, it's just guitar melodies, or are we talking lyrics? You're writing
Everything,
words?
man.
Everything,
Yeah,
okay.
I've got a whole like Dropbox, full of just like unfinished projects that,
Yeah,
like every other
me too.
musician.
Dope.
Yeah, man. But
How many bands are you in?
so I'm only in one.
Okay.
Bellowing Bear. I mean, like full time. Like, yeah, that's like my band.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Bellowing Bear. They're a bunch of cool dudes. Met them all recently.
Hey, any chance we could bring up those pages maybe on, what would you prefer?
Yeah,
Is
so
it
that's
Instagram?
on Instagram.
Bellowing-
I mean, that's the only one.
Okay, for sure.
But, yeah, that's on Instagram. I think it's just at Bellowing Bear.
What does the name mean? Bellowing
so
Bear?
you have to catch a live show. You've been to a live show, actually.
No, I think I left a little early. that
Oh,
night,
dude.
yeah.
Well,
I was
you were
working.
there.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you were still there to support. That's the important part.
Oh shit! You had confetti in your hair.
I don't see it.
Oh, it fell off on
okay.
the jacket.
All right.
My bad, man.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, I'm going to catch you guys. I bounced out a little.
Nah,
bit
it's all good, dude. We were headlining, so we were late.
Okay.
So it's fine.
Gotcha.
Don't even worry about it. There will be more. I'll tell you what.
Hell yeah, man.
The day after Thanksgiving, actually, we have one.
Okay.
I should probably promote that.
Yeah, no. Let's go ahead and plug up everything of that now, since we're kind of at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
I have nothing to promote, so if you want to plug your shows, you want to plug.
I mean, that's
Hell yeah.
really it. The next one, the day after, it's at there you go.
Hey,
it right
that's
there.
cool.
Lizard Tail. Should be pretty chill, brewery gig.
Is that
They're
the
always
one
chill.
northeast?
I think it's
Heights?
industrial.
Oh, the
I think it's the
industrial.
one, yeah, for like Comanche and
Okay.
I'm sure Columbia
Cool.
or whatever. But yeah, man, it's chill. We played there before.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite spot to play at?
I don't know, man. I do love playing at Launchpad, even though the sound is just all the time. But that's part of the fun of it, like just getting blasted every time. It's a lot of fun, man. I love playing Launchpad. Marble the other time was my first time playing there. Our first time playing there as a band. That was a blast. The stage there was sick. Like,
Yeah, it's such
the
a pretty
photos
stage,
from there. Yeah,
the
dude, it was
lights
sick.
and the paint.
So yeah, that was super cool. Other than that, I mean, Lizard Tail's chill. It's just, I'm always trying to get into the chill spots. So
So, do you guys have a battle plan when you go out performing? Are you going out to like get more like followers? Are you trying to go out and get people to tip you through apps, or are you trying to meet other venue owners and scale up through the ladder? What exactly do you guys shoot for when you're
as a band,
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you have any collective goals like that?
so our collective goal right now isn't necessarily like, like obviously like success is always part of the story. What that looks like is different, to everyone. As for me, like personally, I just want to make, a living doing music. For the band, I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, followers. I mean, people who just vibe with the music, like making connections and playing. I think at the end of the day, for me, like with this band, like just playing, it's a blast, dude. Like it's just so much fun. So, I mean, just playing, man. We're in the midst of recording a single right now. Actually, it's already recorded and it's already being sent out to master, so it should be out like very soon.
When you guys record your single, is this the first one that you're putting out?
Yeah. So this will be the first
okay.
one. Yeah.
So how did you go about it? Is it more of a DIY? You're getting stems and sending them to get a little bit touched up?
Yeah, basically exactly that. So we did all of the recording ourselves. At our singer's house, dude.
Nice.
Just set it up.
Yeah.
He has a big living room, so like we
Okay.
set the drums in there. We were going for kind of a Bonham sound, little
A what sound?
Bonham, John Bonham,
No, I don't.
Led Zeppelin. Come on.
Okay,
Aw,
okay,
come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
It's a kind of a famous like
Yeah,
drum
yeah.
sound. They're super how do I say it, like simple but also like quality. The like natural reverb of that crazy huge room, like
The
just
living room.
adds
Is it one of
some-
those living rooms with the?
It's just a
with the high
tall,
ceiling?
high ceiling, yeah.
Okay.
And we kind of like soundproofed like the walls so that it would kind of like
What kind of
reflect
mics
the
are
way
you
we
using?
wanted. Dude,
For the drum?
that was a lot.
There's
There was
just
a
a lot of
lot.
different mics?
There was a
Okay.
lot of different ones. I know we had like the X mics over like the overheads, and then you have like snare top and bottom. There's just a bunch of different ones.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we had like room mics too. We had like an SM7 that was set up like around the hall, and it kind of caught some weird reverb from the back of
Okay.
the room, dude. It was weird, but it was cool.
What's the posting route that you're gonna take? Is it gonna just go straight to Bandcamp or SoundCloud, or are you guys gonna go through a digital distributor like CD Baby or somebody to get it on Spotify?
I don't know for sure yet. I'm sure we'll probably use an aggregator of some sort. But we also are sending it to get mastered, so they may just handle that portion of it. I'm not positive yet.
If I could give you just one little chunk of like, if it might help you if you're planning on putting it on Spotify,
Sure.
because this is what I hope to do is if you ever want to get your song on a Spotify playlist, you gotta basically do it like through an aggregator, right? And then you've got your release date. Let's say you put it for like a month from the time you upload it to before it's released. That's the window. You need 2 or 3 weeks where you like go submit your song to Spotify playlists.
Sure.
And that can bring you in a lot of new listeners online, because like that's how I find a lot of my music. I'll be listening to a Spotify playlist and I'll just keep seeing the same name with different songs. I'm like, I gotta go check them out.
Yeah. Usually that's kind of my Spotify, goal too. Like I'll be listening to a playlist and then find someone I like, and then I'll check out like the whole album. So yeah, I mean like makes sense. Yeah, definitely.
I would give it a shot and see if you can find like sounded playlists, and like, because some of them are generic. They're kind of like Spotify's in-house AI generated, but a lot of them are like real people.
Yeah,
they're sitting down there curating them, and those are the people that you want to hit. And if you got a good playlist, like, dude, those you can get a lot of new online fans that way.
Cool, man. Well, thank you. Yeah, that's good insight.
Hell yeah. What do you like listen to like as a musician?
Oh man, dude, everything. And I know everybody says that, but literally, like, I think the only things I really don't listen to are like opera and like classical.
Okay, all right. Like, I'm gonna narrow it down. What do you listen to when you're partying?
When I'm partying, depends who I'm with, for sure. I went into a kick like last year, where I was just like 100% like classic hip hop. A lot of Ice Cube, a lot of Cypress Hill, dude, one of my favorites. I don't know, like that was a big portion of like last year. This year I'm kind of getting back into like indie. I'm listening to a lot of like Bristol Maroney and let's see, like I still like Kuko and like I don't know, just chill indie vibes. That's kind of more like the music I'm writing nowadays too. Other than like with Bellowing Bear, because that's like not like that at all.
All right. You said you got a wife, right?
Yes. Yeah.
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 What do you listen to when you're trying to set the atmosphere for like a date night? Like
definitely like classic R&B.
Classic R&B.
Yeah, like
some R. Kelly, bro.
I mean, yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Same vibe. Yeah. She's a big Chris Brown fan.
Oh man, so you throw that on.
Yeah, Usher. Nice. Yeah, love me some Usher. Some of those vibes.
All right. What about shit? Those are just like two moods. Let's see. What about like if you're working out?
Working out,
or exercising. Or do you even do that?
Your boy hasn't exercised in a very long time, my friend.
Damn. Well,
I lift.
Eat,
right? Yeah, I lift food to my mouth. Like, yeah, that's about the extent. But when it was a lot of like heavier, probably like metal.
Yeah.
I mean like heavy guitar stuff, just real driving because I want to, pump. Got to get the lift on, bro. Like this, I don't know. I don't do that anymore.
No, well, I mean, hey. Yeah,
when I was doing electrical full time, like it was a lot of just hard manual labor, digging ditches, climbing ladders, crawling through attics. Like it was just, I felt like I got my exercise that way.
Did you feel that type of labor rewarding or fulfilling?
Absolutely, man. Because it was tough. Definitely the toughest portion of my life, like working full time straight out of high school. But it taught me how to work. Like I believe in my heart, like now that I'm doing music full time, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Like, it's just a matter of time.
You can't see it any other way.
I don't see it any other way. I'm gonna do it.
I've seen
and it's
you play.
because
You've got the chops,
well,
dude.
thank you, man. Thank you.
And definitely the persona.
I don't know, man. Well, it's just like I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna work harder than everybody else. Like I can. Like, I know I can work harder than everybody else because I've been doing it. So I'm just not. I'm not concerned with that life anymore. Like, that was just.
So where was the kind of flipping point? What caused you to wanted to say, you know what, I want to pursue music instead? If you felt fulfilled doing the electric work and the labor.
So I mean, it was a fulfillment financially, you know, and it supported my family, and it was good for me. It was good. I got a lot of good stuff out of it, but it came time like to make a decision between like my passion and what I did. I gotta teach lessons. So at that point, I had to make a decision where I couldn't just do electrical anymore, man, because it was so draining. You know, because I wanted to be playing guitar. I wanted to be doing what I loved, and I didn't love doing electrical. I love the money. You know, I was making good money, but it wasn't.
So you took a voluntary pay cut by pursuing the music, right?
I'm broker than I've ever been, dude.
But
like,
it's a bet on yourself because you need to put the time in.
Definitely.
So,
yeah, I mean,
like
I'm happier than I've ever been.
Would you say, because you said the electric work was draining, would you say, for example, like playing the guitar and doing the music is energizing and revitalizing?
Definitely.
That's probably
because working out that like creative portion of your brain, just it feels good, man. I like literally like can't think, like when things are rough and, you know, like there's not a lot going on, you know, I'm between gigs or whatever, like it's like it can be discouraging, you know. So I try to just remember, like, what else would you rather be doing? Like, do you want to go back to digging ditches? Do you want to go back to that life? Or do you want to keep playing guitar and just be broke? Like, it's like, well...
It is, yeah. I mean, like a value of life kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. And I think it's, like, teaching me a lot about, like, being content, too, like, with what my situation is, you know, at all times. So I'm learning a lot, man. You caught me at a period of my life where, like...
That's cool.
I've never had to go through such a huge like flip.
How long have you been in this transitional flip, would you say?
2 months.
Oh, fuck.
2 months.
Oh, wow. It's brand new.
Brand new.
I'm
dude.
over here imagining you're like a year deep.
Nah,
like...
I mean, I've been playing guitar forever.
Well, yeah.
But never professionally. Never like this.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was always like just like in high school, shouts out to Daybreak, man. That was my band in high school. R.I.P. It was fun. All the guys went to college after high school, and we ended up splitting because of that. But that was like the last tenure that I had outside of what I'm doing now, and that was like 8 years ago now. Like, that's crazy, dude.
Okay, so I'm a few steps behind you as far as like just being a guitarist that's doing exactly what you're doing, which is like moving around. So I'm gonna take this as like a genuine question and kind of sit back and humble myself. Like, what are some steps that I can take? Like, where I'm at, because you've kind of seen where I'm at.
Sure.
To doing more of like what you're doing full time.
So, I mean, I'm not totally doing it full time,
right?
Still,
but you're actively kind of in it, so it's like
yeah. I mean, it started really just surrounding myself with people who are just doing it. Okay. And then that kind of set up opportunities to be able to step in. I'd say like the first opportunity I had was like going into School of Rock where I teach.
Okay.
And you know, like my boss is a good homie of mine. Like, that worked out great that I get to now just practice pretty much for like a majority of my income. And then I'd always been playing at Life Church in Rio Rancho, just playing on Sundays.
Even that kind of like mechanical rote, just kind of going through the motions up on stage, that's so valuable.
Sure, yeah, because
that's like a boxer banging with his trainer, just hitting the bag. You know, I mean, like, it might not be your music, and it might not be a band you like made, right?
Sure, yeah. So I mean, it's repetition. It's just keeping the chops up, if nothing else, and it's cool there too because they have us do like a cover every Sunday. And it can be crazy stuff. Like we've done like Dream On by Aerosmith before. We've done
Okay,
like Guns
cool.
N' Roses. We've done
Wow.
Journey. We've done crazy stuff. Just like as people are like walking in, just to kind of set the mood, for
Okay.
the service. Like this is gonna be lit. Like check it out. Like it's cool. So
Heck
like
yeah.
that's definitely like kept my chops up playing there. And then other than that, like I said, gigging on the side. I mean, just making connections, man. That's I think the majority of like getting into music.
What's your take on busking?
Busking, like playing on the street.
Yeah, like going to like populated areas, street performing.
I mean, like there's definitely a market for it. I know people do it.
You ever get into it?
I've never done it myself.
The city's kind of bunk for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I'd try that in downtown Albuquerque.
Oh,
I don't know,
fuck
man.
Downtown.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know that like in bigger populated cities, like people do that and they do okay. So, I don't know. Maybe I think it's cool if you can do it, dude. Like, sure,
I've been tempted to.
if it works for you,
Yeah.
man. I'm just also like a huge fan of like unconventional methods. So like if that's gonna provide you an income, man, like that's money under the table that you ain't got to worry about. Like it's, go do it.
The IRS
fun.
dude is getting strapped, man.
Nah.
Have you heard about it?
I ain't scared of the IRS. Defund the IRS. That's
Dude,
what I
how
say.
can you defund the place that controls the money?
I
That's
don't know,
like
but it
saying
needs to
take the
happen.
wheels off the buses.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's just the unconventional methods. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, I love the IRS, man.
Nah.
No?
Why do I want to keep paying them my money, bro? I'm working for it.
Because it's the right thing to do.
It probably is. It probably is. That doesn't mean I want to give anybody my money that I'm working for, bro.
No, I heard of a good phrase. It's like the IRS's job to take as much money from you as they can, and it's your job to keep as much money from them as you can.
Yeah.
Some people go through life they won't pay, and if the IRS comes snooping around, they just make it as difficult for the IRS as possible.
I like those people.
I mean, like it's inspiring to play your own game. I mean, because really, who's making the rules? Another person over there who was born a couple years earlier. What makes that human making the rules? Why can't I make rules? You know?
You said it. You said it, my friend.
Yeah. So fuck the IRS. We love you. Stay where you're at. Don't come after us. Come
Yeah.
at us, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. Let's do jumping off point. Let's hit this gong, man. Let's
You
see
want me to hit the gong?
Yeah, but don't eat the cookie.
Don't eat the cookie.
They're just a bit old.
Oh. I ain't scared. I ain't scared.
But the
of old
fortunes
stuff.
are timeless.
I saw Tina say that you had to like.
You just do how
You warm it up.
That's for a professional gong. This is like some
Well, bro,
cheap
you're
tin from
dealing
China.
with the professional. I'm gonna.
Taiwan.
All right, you ready? Should I count it?
I don't know, man. Shoot. Oh wow.
Did you hit the wrong button? I think so. I was waiting for it.
I forgot where all my buttons are. There it is. All right.
Nice.
Here you go, bro.
Oh, thank you.
We did look up. Remember, Cameron? We looked up that it's bad luck to get a cookie with no fortune in it.
Oh, yeah.
I was-
had a lot of those.
I was
man.
visiting someone recently this weekend, and they got a cookie that had no fortune in it.
All right.
So I gave them my fortune, and I don't know if that means I took the bad luck, but let's see what this one says.
Do I have to eat it?
No.
Like, I thought that was like the thing about these. Like you have to eat
No,
them,
no,
or
no.
else your fortune doesn't come true, or whatever.
No.
No. All right. Well, I'm just gonna set it right there. then.
Is that we could look that up? Do you have to
I
eat
think
the
that's.
cookie?
I think that's a legitimate. I don't know. Who am I? I didn't invent fortune cookies. Who did?
What's it say?
Okay, I'm gonna read it. You can't choose your potential, but you can choose to fulfill it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You can't choose your potential, but you can choose to fulfill it. So if you don't fulfill your potential, it's by choice.
That's on you, bro.
That's one of the hardest things to swallow. One of those they say true hell is when you meet the person that you could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Face to face, you're looking at the person that you could have been fully fulfilled, and then they're looking right back at you, just been like, you could have tried a little harder.
Ouch.
Yeah, that scares me.
Yeah, that's a legitimate fear, man.
Dude, I've got this theory of when you die, you sit down with all your family and you got to watch the movie of your life.
Ooh,
All the deceased members.
ooh.
So
I don't know about that one, man.
yeah, no, it's like there's like the little Mario turtle camera and every single second of
Ooh.
every single day and every scene, and yeah, you just got to watch it.
That doesn't sound like a good afterlife, my friend.
Well, that's just the part before you get to the purgatory part.
Okay.
That's just my imagination.
Okay,
but
yeah.
How sick would that be, man? That'd be tough.
I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, it definitely, like, there's some moments that I would want to
There's
relive.
good moments,
but
yeah.
there's also some that I wouldn't want to. It's like that secondhand embarrassment, probably, that I would deal with. But then it's like firsthand, you know? Like, I don't know. It's like firsthand, secondhand. It's just doubled. Just embarrassment, man.
Do you
I wouldn't
think
wanna
you
do
would?
that.
Do you think you would regret things that you already did more, or do you think you would at the end regret things that you never had the courage to try? What do you think would
Dang,
hurt? What do you think would hurt more?
Probably, you know, probably having to worry about, like, what you could have done, maybe. Because, like, the past is in the past, I feel like, for me. So maybe, you know, maybe it wouldn't be so bad having to rewatch it because, you know, it's all in the past. Like, what can you change about it? Nothing.
No. Do you think it's important to fail?
To fail?
Yeah, to just try and fail and.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's how you learn, man. It's called wisdom, you know? And, well, I guess that's not really wisdom. That's experience. Wisdom is learning from other people's experience. That's what wisdom is.
Wisdom is learning from other people's experience.
Sure, yeah, because a wise man learns from someone else's experience.
Well, so you can't have any wisdom that's your own, from your own experience?
Sure.
But, I mean, I guess, like, you're saying, like, true wisdom.
True wisdom.
Like being smart about it. Yeah, I try and listen to old people a lot. I do. I try and look at how old people are, and one of my things that I do is like I'll like in the grocery store I'll just like see what their basket's full of, and I'll see like what they look like. And I'll see, do I want to look like that in the future? And then if that's the case, I should eat that. Or if it's the opposite, the opposite.
That's good deduction there, my friend. I don't like listening to anything old people have to say. Most
You
of the
don't
time.
like
No.
listening to old people?
I mean, like, some of them have
Bro.
good stories sometimes.
But like, then how can you be wise at all? Like,
Yeah. Who said I was wise, man?
I don't know. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, bro. Do you even believe in wisdom? Shit.
I don't know, man.
Oh man, this is crazy. You really think old people are off the rockers?
Oh, absolutely, man.
Do you think we're gonna be like that?
Absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait to just not care about anything. Like, it's gonna be so nice. Just be old and sit on my dream. Okay, I want a wraparound porch on my house. Okay,
I don't know what that means.
so it's a square house with
Okay.
a porch that goes all the way around, right?
Okay.
And I just want to sit on my porch.
So
and
you want a
watch.
trailer?
I mean, I'd be content, man.
That's cool. Okay,
I ain't worried about it. I've
continue.
lived in a trailer before, but that's it, dude. That's my dream.
Oh, that's
Like,
your dream.
When I get old, I
A
just want
wraparound
to
porch.
watch.
You don't want to yell at kids to get off your lawn? Or
Yeah,
anything?
I mean that's like part of the job, you know. You're like sitting out there on your porch, just post it all the time, and then just watch cars pass. I don't know. Maybe I'll live in like a sketchy neighborhood and see like, I don't know,
what goes
crazy
down.
stuff. Yeah, that'd be fun. And then you're old, so like,
Would you want
what's
to
gonna
build this
happen?
house?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think anybody can build my dream house but me. Like, I don't know if I trust anybody at this point.
Do you have a bit of architectural experience or no?
I mean, I've worked around it. Like, I would probably just become the general contractor for the
Right,
job and then
okay.
like sub it all out. But definitely do my own electrical.
Nice, yeah. That's one thing where you could definitely do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
See, because I eventually want to get into like making a couple airships. I'd like to get like a piece of property and then put like 3 of them on there and then like Airbnb them out or something.
Okay.
But just to practice making one for when I'm old.
Sure.
You know, make like a really nice one. And that's kind of like, I got kind of like the same idea. Not quite
Yeah.
a wraparound porch, but more of like a wraparound hill.
Okay. yeah.
Just kind of be right there in the...
Yeah, dude. That's sick.
You know what an earthship is, right?
I have. So they're like
Can we
the
bring up some
completely-
pictures? Yeah.
They're like
Earthship.
sustainable
Yeah.
homes, right?
Yeah,
Like,
man. There's been a community in Taos since the 70s.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I'm
they
familiar.
basically a key aspect is that they face south. with some glass windows, and they have terrariums on the inside
Okay.
to get some good oxygen, carbon dioxide filtration. And then they've got a ventilation hatch in the top to keep the heat pretty accurate, however you want it, without using energy.
You want to be a hobbit, is what you're telling me.
Dude, these get really nice. And then, well, it's sustainable, man. I mean, it's out. It's kind of like the hybrid between off-grid and on-grid because you can get communities. You know, you run everything electric. You know, the water is recycled a bunch of times. So it's like your good water is like drinking and then washing your hands, and then it goes to like your toilet, and then the toilet goes to like what's called the brown water or the black water.
Right.
And it goes out. It's a whole system of cool shit. But
I mean, it's cool.
yeah, those are.
I don't know. So I'm gonna be completely honest. When you said that, I thought you said airship, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Oh,
like,
an airship,
3
like
airships
a
sounds
blimp,
great. Yeah,
like a blimp.
blimps. Yeah. That's what I thought you said. So
Isn't
I
it
was trying to imagine that, but
That would be cool too. We could bring those back.
you should.
I mean, that's ancient tech, dude. That's 100, 120 years old. Airships. Yeah, dude. Look, watch. They're all going to be black and white.
Oh, yeah.
Look, some
dude.
Zeppelins, some blimps.
There you go.
But these things got really big back in the day, and they would carry, like, I've seen some footage of them, like weird airplanes hanging on them. And dude, who knows what these people were up to back in the day.
That's a prime mode of transportation there, my friend.
It's like a hotel in the sky.
I'm a supporter.
That's a real thing.
And you can advertise on them.
That's a real thing, right?
Yeah.
Blimps?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
how big is the biggest blimp that we have verified?
That's a great question.
Because, like, in my mind, in my imagination, with what I've seen, they get fucking massive. And it's like, how were they making that back then? Hindenburg?
Isn't that the one that blew up?
Yeah.
There's a picture of it exploded right there. It looks like it blew up.
Dang.
I don't know what this is. How big was it? What does it say, Cameron?
36 people died.
Oh, shit.
104 foot long.
104 feet?
804.
Oh.
Here, I'm going to turn off that pedal real quick.
I think my volume's off.
No, it is, but
Okay.
there's the electronics do weird shit.
Yeah, I feel that, bro.
Far off.
Yeah, that's a big blimp.
Huge. 804 feet.
804 feet.
804 feet?
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than 104.
Okay, like, let's see what the size of an average cruise ship is.
Are cruise ships bigger than... No, cruise ships are way bigger than blimps, dude.
Right, like 1,200,
They
1,500.
gotta be.
Largest cruise ship. 1,100.
That's not
Dude,
too
that
much.
was-
That's the largest cruise ship,
That's
right?
the largest one?
Yeah.
That means an average cruise ship is probably 1,000 or less. That means the blimp was as big as a fucking cruise ship,
That's
dude.
crazy.
That's nuts, man.
And they fit way less people.
1,000 feet.
Yeah, dude. If the world's biggest blimp was 800, that is nuts.
Yeah. Prime mode of transportation there, my friend. Just don't fill it with whatever gas they used.
Probably do more on a cruise ship too.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Skydiving. You could do skydiving off a blimp. You can't
I
do
mean,
that
they're
on a cruise
doing
ship.
it anyways. You're going to be doing it anyways. Look. Zoom in on it. There's even little people falling out of that picture.
Did it
Awful.
crash,
No, it's not.
or
Look.
did it just blow up?
Are those people jumping out of it?
That's awful.
I mean,
Aw, bro.
see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of it, but I am.
That's
But
a bad way to go, man.
I've thought of it. If you're trapped in a building, you'd probably jump out.
Jump.
That's what happens in a burning building in these big cities. Like, because the option to splat is better than burning
than
alive.
burning. I don't know, man. That's a tough, like, moral dilemma too. Like,
What would you rather do?
I don't
mean,
know,
if you were
man.
literally up there or in a 20-story building, 30.
I'd probably just hang on for dear life, man. Probably. I don't know.
I know I'd probably try and climb down, and if I fell, I fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I mean, faced with those options, man.
Holy cow! What the heck's going on there?
This is a guy jumping from Twin
Oh,
Cameron,
aw,
you were just
man.
telling me how horrible that was, and now you're making it worse. What the
Oh,
hell, bro?
man.
We need to never forget, though. For real, though,
No,
this shit
no.
happens,
Mm-hmm.
and be careful. Know your fire exits. Don't leave the stove on when you leave your home. Dude, you could start your fucking shit on fire.
Dude. Hey, batteries and steel wool. Don't mix those.
Batteries and steel wool.
They start fires.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to do with dead batteries? Because it says don't throw them away. Am I just supposed to have a box
I think
forever?
you're supposed to have a box and then take it to like a recycling compound and they'll figure it out.
Does anyone ever do that?
I've recycled copper before, but I've never recycled anything else other than like what your house recycling stuff. But like, I don't know. Just throw everything in there. Somebody's got to get paid to like sort through it. Let's support low income jobs. Like,
Did you go to
know,
college?
no,
No.
no way.
Did you
man.
think it was a scam?
It is a scam.
Hell yeah, bro!
Absolutely,
You're
It is a scam. I made a living without having to go to college.
That's what's up.
So it's not.
That's what's up. People. 4+ years of your life is a lot of valuable time where you're a young, shiny person.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
fuck.
Yeah, just design a blimp or something.
Kill 84 people.
Kill. Say what now? Kill 84.
No, I'm not condoning killing.
No,
people.
no,
Just,
no.
Like
People.
spend time.
You don't
doing
kill
better
people.
stuff.
They consent to what might happen when they join the blimp. Just like a plane. They tell you to your face, we might crash and you might die.
Sure.
Here's the thing you put on your face. That's nuts.
Dang. Yeah, you think they get bags, like throw up bags on blimps? Is there? No, the Goodyear blimp is the only blimp that's still running. That's
It's the
that's a
same
fact.
one.
Yeah.
It just flies from
It's the
stadium to
only-
stadium. What's he looking up? It says which blimps still exist? And there's a list of 6. There's like 7 blimps.
Ooh, are they all owned by
No,
Goodyear?
there's literally fucking 6 of them. Holy shit. What's the names? Goodyear? Oh, dude,
Yeah, the
that's
Goodyear
number
blimp,
1.
dude.
Just
Yeah,
like you.
yeah.
I think it's the same one, bro. Oh, there's a few different models.
Ah.
There's an airship.
What do they do with the old
Air
ones?
sign airships. Icarus aircraft.
That's a cool name.
That is cool. Sky.
Mexico.
What?
That makes sense because we do a lot of ballooning here. So that makes sense to me.
Yeah, why does nobody in the ballooning community have a blimp?
Because blimps are phallic. And balloons are nice and shapely and
That's true, dude.
and
Yeah. That's
bodacious.
That's a fact right there.
No one wants to be the blimp guy in a sea of balloons. All right.
These guys blimps. Holy shit.
Wow. Oh, dude, those are nice. Oh,
Dude,
fuck.
that's an alien
What?
spaceship. That's not a blimp.
But
Sky. Is that how you
let's see.
pronounce
There's an
that?
inside of one right there. There's a picture. It kind of looks vaginal.
What the fuck?
There we go. Okay, there we go.
This is in Moriarty.
That's in Moriarty.
What?
That's the hangar, and that's inside.
In Moriarty. Is that where the space port America is? Isn't that between like Moriarty and like?
Moriarty is right there. Just
Well, I know
45
where Moriarty's
minutes
at, but isn't that where like is that the
I have no
spaceport
idea.
America? It's in New Mexico. The spaceport that is supposed to be like where the whole U.S. When we have intergalactic travel, that's where the U.S. is gonna
don't
have
know.
their things.
oh, whoa! This is news to me. What does that look? Literally looks like a Millennium Falcon star hangar.
Yeah,
there.
bro. That's probably the whole point.
What the heck is going on?
It's not in Moriarty. I don't know where it's at.
Spaceport America. It's in New Mexico.
Facts, dude.
This is cool, man. I had no idea this existed.
Yeah, I think you can go visit it. I mean, like,
Look at that road. That's crazy. Look at what that looks like from the road.
yeah,
Damn.
dude. I've definitely driven by it, like, from the, like, because it's, like, off this, like, just, like, a frontage road, pretty much, like, off the main highway.
That is so cool.
I want to say it is near, like, Ruidoso-ish. Tier C. Okay. There you go.
You know what it looks like? It looks like kind of like ancient star forts. Like look up star forts, or like yeah, they're like there's ruins that you don't hear a lot about, like pyramids and stuff, but they're like star forts or star cities. Yeah,
What?
they're all around the world. Yeah, look at those images on the right, the Google images, And these are ancient cities that kind of like, I keep going back to cymatic expressions and the holy nature of sound in the universe. And the ancients knew shit we didn't, or that we do and that we're not telling the public. But these are all over the world. These are star forts. And maybe they're just silly designs to keep archers and horses out. But to me, that looks like really thought out.
What period of time?
Let's see. What does it say? I mean, these are ancient.
Are they
to say
like,
the
does
least.
it vary? Is it like just one civilization, or is it like they're happening across multiple
I
civilizations?
don't know. We're going to find out here.
We
Can
gonna
we make
learn
that
today.
a little bit bigger, Cameron?
Huh.
Let's see if we can find a year. How old are star
Mid
forts?
15th century, it said.
Yeah, they're like
So it's like
castle era,
1400s.
600 years ago,
Dang.
500 years ago. Non-standard French, blah, blah, blah. Origins, medieval fortresses. So they're called medieval. Now, this thing is that these expressions are also like, I've shown in other episodes, like the kind of like the tops of cathedrals. You'll see
Okay.
like these cymatic expressions, and they're like,
Interesting.
I don't know. I think they're cool. I think it'd be cool to see where they are and what's up about them.
To bring it back around,
Yeah.
I do not think those look like Spaceport America.
Oh, no?
However, I think this is cool.
Okay. Yeah,
I think
fair enough.
Spaceport America looks like. Did you ever see War of the Worlds? You know the
Yeah.
tripods.
Yeah.
They make a really scary noise. Yeah, there you go.
That's a pretty scary
Ooh,
noise.
yeah, that's
I hate that noise.
those are good. Those are good. Those are good.
Did you just pull up the...
That's it,
Okay,
dude.
the trumpet.
That's it. Yeah, the tripod.
What
yeah.
if that's like the trumpets they talk about in Revelations?
it?
Kind
Probably.
of like what they're alluding to. It sounds like from machines coming from the
Probably,
sky.
man. Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking
I
A.
try not to think that far ahead, because then I'm gonna have to rewatch my life, in
Well-
purgatory. So it's not. I don't know. I'm trying
You,
not to worry about
you play
that.
in a church band. Is that part of like your way of life as well?
Yeah, I'd say for the most part. Yeah, I'm a believer, man.
Right
I
on.
am. I think it gives me some security, after life. Like I like to think that, I'm covered.
I mean, it's important just to care about things in the future in general.
Sure. I just think everybody should believe in something, man. Like, whatever that is.
There's a lot of things to believe in, that's for sure. But then when there's one thing that everyone keeps talking about, you got to consider it,
Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah, I just feel like believing in something is better than believing in nothing. And also, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm covered either way. If I'm right, I lived, a good life and I get to go to heaven. If not, then I don't know. Well, I lived a good life.
We'll see what happens. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so interesting, man. I'm kind of excited to die.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie, just out of curiosity, not
Sure.
in like a self-delete kind of way. I'm gonna,
Sure.
of course, wait the due diligence, but just so curious, man. What the heck is going on? Because if you look into NDEs, near-death experiences, people kind of talk about the same things.
Bro, yeah. I went on a kick recently where I was watching like Netflix, and it happened from something that was kind of like those Star Forts. It was like the Skinwalker Ranch or something.
Oh,
It was a big. Basically like this giant ranch that these people own, and they were having like weird occurrences with like their cattle getting mutilated and weird stuff like that. So
Okay.
the legend around the area was that there was like skinwalkers, the Native American beasts that were coming and killing the animals. Well, they like did some research, got a bunch of like scientific experts to come in and basically did a ton of research on it, like just testing everything. They found weird like just anomalies in the natural occurrences around it. Like it was just like there was like some weird magnetic forces pulling from under their feet, like at a lot of places that they were just reading off of monitors. And there were some places that would like make them feel sick to stand in, and then like they found that there was like
Whoa.
weird gases and radiation leaks like around the property.
There's some really mysterious things all over our realm.
So yeah,
And I mean, any doubter who is like, nah, we just live in a normal world with
Nah,
Christmas in the winter and, you know, barbecues in the summer. It's like, well, look at what the militaries are doing.
Yeah.
Why is every country have a deep secret military infrastructure, and why is the CIA letting us know 50 years later about all these projects they were doing?
And the
You know?
alien, the UFOs that they just released, like
That could be a psyop. Who knows? Maybe a distraction.
yeah.
Probably real.
Who
There's
knows,
probably
man?
shit flying
Probably
around.
real. So my grandpa, another crazy old man, he swears he's seen like UFOs.
Was
like,
he in the military?
No, not in
No?
the military.
Did he live on a farm?
He does live currently still on a farm.
All right.
It's like a ranch more, but yeah, I mean, like it's
well,
near.
Excuse me.
It's near. Well, they're
just
different. They're
playing.
different. They're different. Farms, you know, your crops.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Ranches are more like cattle or animals.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. So
The shit that
that's
matters.
a difference. Yeah, it's a difference. But yeah, I mean, it's the property that we like the family owns is like not on, but very near in like a Native American ruin, in like mountain air south of Albuquerque, and there's been some weird things that have happened over there in those ruins, man. Like just at night, you can see lights and stuff, and he swears that he's seen floating things, and my mom can back him up. So it's crazy.
Have you
man.
ever seen any of it?
I don't know. I spent a lot of time over there, like as a kid, like even in those ruins. I never noticed anything super super crazy. I do have a story about those ruins. Like it's kind of supernatural a little bit and weird. So I don't like.
Go into it, yeah. Let's see.
You
want
wanna
to
hear it?
Stories are great. I love stories.
Yeah. So it was me and one of my buddies from high school, and we were just. You know, I wanted to show him like this Native American ruin. It's kind of a cool little, like, it's an old mission church, basically, made out of like the adobe bricks and, you know, the mud on top. Well, we were there and it was after hours, so we had to like sneak definitely like onto the property. But we were checking it out, you know, and just walking the trail, normal, you know, minding our own business. Well, we make it inside the church, and like in the corner of the church on the ground, there was like just this little baby owl, like just sitting there. Nothing, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. Whatever, that's cool. Nice little owl, you know. Ooh. So then you keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, we went through the building, and like there's like this like in the kivas, right? Because that's what they have. Like they're like big underground like pits where
Okay.
they like cook stuff.
Okay.
So there's like kivas, and like walking out towards it, there's like it's almost like a maze, like to get through these halls to get to these areas.
Okay.
Well, we're walking in this like maze of halls, and we hear like wind start like rushing through the halls.
And you're not allowed to be there.
And we're not allowed to be there. Yeah, we shouldn't have been. Yeah. It was weird. It was weird. We heard the wind rushing, kind of scared us a little bit. So then we like booked it back. You know, we're scared. We're little kids, not little, but high
yeah.
schoolers. Yeah. And we're running back, and we get back to that church building, and we look up, and now all of the walls, because like there's no roof, right? It's a ruined building, so there's no roof, and along the walls there's just owls lining.
Oh, what?
Not like a bunch.
Oh, shit.
I mean, like it was weird.
Could you
dude.
see their eyes?
You know, not that I can remember. I just remember seeing like the owls.
Were they spinning their heads?
They weren't spinning their heads. There's no weird demonic weird. It was just weird, like a weird
Well,
occurrence.
yeah,
There was like a
shitload of owls.
bunch of owls, dude. And I know that like Native American culture connects like animals.
See,
and
I thought
and
I thought
spirits and
owls
stuff
were
like that,
solo
so.
birds, right?
That's what.
Right,
That's what you would think.
Birds of prey don't flock together, right? Can we check that?
So
Do owls flock in gaggles? Is that a gaggle of owls?
I don't think owls use gaggle.
gaggles.
That's what you call a gaggle of geese.
I know that's
A
that's
gang
correct.
of owls. Oh,
gang?
a group. Oh, I'm just misreading it. What is a group of owls called? What color were they?
Like I want to say they were like barn owls. Probably they just brown, regular old owl. Man, I don't know.
It's a
Definitely not
parliament.
an aviary
A parliament.
parliament?
No shit.
That's kinda
It's called a
sick.
parliament of owls.
That's kind of cool. Well, dude, there
Damn,
was a
dude.
parliament of owls. I'll tell you that much.
That sounds so much more epic.
It was really, really scary. It was just weird. I mean, they didn't do anything. They just kind of like were looking at us, and then we like ran through the building, ran out, went back. So it was weird.
Have you had any other supernatural experiences in your life
Oh
that were
man,
like spooky or unexplainable?
Yeah.
A lot?
Quite a few, man.
Really?
Yeah. I've kind of found that I'm like a little bit of a magnet for that kind of stuff.
What is the most convincing to you that you've experienced?
Convincing?
To you, like where you're like, this shit I just can't explain any other way. This is
If I
going on.
told you, you probably wouldn't believe me. But
you could shoot your shot here, man. And
yeah,
then let everyone else out here know how insane you are.
yeah, I'm definitely crazy, man.
Just playing.
I'm definitely crazy.
No, because I
but-
believe in this shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
I've had some shit happen to me.
I've seen some crazy
So-
stuff, man. Yeah, it's definitely I believe that there's a supernatural world that coexists with us. I think that however that manifests, I don't know, man.
Do you feel comfortable sharing that? What
Yeah,
happened to
yeah,
you?
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
hear it.
I,
man.
I, I don't. Yeah, it's so.
It's crazy.
It was. I was a kid. I was probably like, I want to say like 8 or 9. And my aunt was staying at our house, and so like, we used to like sleep in the same room. And there was one night where she and I both woke up in the middle of the night, and we were both feeling like sick to our stomachs. And we were like,
At the same time.
at the same time, it was weird. Like I woke up and I told her, I was like, "Hey, Auntie, like my stomach hurts," and she was like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling good either." And so I kind of like just sat on the bed, and she was laying down, and then all of a sudden, like the closet door opens by itself.
Whoa.
And we were like, and then we like, yeah, looked at each other, looked at the door, like this is happening. So then door swings open, and out of the door, okay, this is the part that you're not going to believe, comes like a figure. It crawled on all fours.
How
And
big was this figure?
Like person sized. I mean, not
Like a kid or an adult?
like an adult.
Fuck.
I mean, probably between, honestly, because it wasn't like a human caricature. Like it was like it was humanesque, but not. I don't know. It looked like it was covered in fur. I don't know.
What?
Looked like it was, and the only thing that I really, really remember, it was pitch black. Like this. I mean, it was pitch black in the room. The figure was pitch black. Like it was really, really dark. The only thing that I really, really remember is like it had 2 piercing white eyes that like never broke eye contact with us. And so I was scared. I like hid under the covers at this point.
Best
yeah,
defense, dude.
Yeah. I hid under the
Monsters.
covers. I'm like watching this go down, dude. It's crawling, right? Crawling out of the closet. And then the grossest, scariest part, it makes its way onto the wall, still not breaking eye contact. And then like we used to have like this little niche, I want to say, that was like above the closet, and it was like where you would probably like display stuff. I don't know. It like crawled up the wall, and then it like sat there and just kind of like posted up and stared at us. It was horrifying. I immediately like hid from it at that point, completely under the covers, and I'm like curled in a ball, just
Damn.
praying,
your
like
aunt
for this
saw
thing
it
to go
too.
away. My aunt saw it too. She'll tell you, man, it was real. But I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It like
Did it
it
disappear?
happened. And yeah, it disappeared. I mean, what ended up happening? Like I was under covers, but it was like we heard the door shut, and then it was gone, and that was it. And
Here's what I think, man. I think that stuff is everywhere all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And just doing that,
mhm.
especially when we're sleeping. But I mean, even like right here, we're talking. I think that perhaps, depending on what's going on, there could be things just there, and we're just not in tune with it.
Sure.
And maybe something happens, probably at night. Again, this, like you were saying, like at the field where they were studying the cattle, there was like electromagnetic frequencies that weren't matching up. That seems to be a theme and a lot of the ghost hunting and a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
is electromagnetic frequencies, and I think maybe it has something to do with the sun too, because the sun gives off so many of them. When the sun goes away, that creates a different atmosphere where maybe those things can kind of bleed through into. So you never know if there's like a opposite of a solar storm. We get solar storms that can cut out our electricity. If there's some other shit that's just waves through the universe where maybe for a night you could start seeing that shit. It's fucking, I believe it, man.
I don't know, man. Like, it's hard for me to, like, discredit because I saw it. Like, I don't know.
But you
I don't know
felt
what it
the
was. Oh, yeah, and I
sickness.
felt sick.
It was a whole thing.
So I
dude.
think it was like, and a lot of the time too, like when I've had other experiences like that, like, I mean, in that same house, like we used to always hear like footsteps at night. You'd hear like doors opening and closing. Like, it was just weird things that you couldn't explain. And like a lot of the time you would feel that weird pain in the pit of your stomach, man. And I don't know. I think that maybe it's them draining like some form of energy from you that I don't know. I really don't know
knows?
that causes them to manifest.
Damn.
I think it's probably demonic. I don't know. I really don't know, man.
That's
It's just crazy, scary to think that those things are out there, but also like
Dude, thanks for sharing that, man. I've never heard that kind of stuff. Like that's some cool stuff, man.
it's something, man. I don't know if it's cool. It's just kind of is.
No, I mean it's not like, I had the weirdest experience I had was I was home alone. It was back when I was in high school, and I was working a shift at the restaurant, and I had some espresso. Right, it was a cafe, so I knew like, all right, I'm up, I'm energized. The dogs are here. I was off at work at like 2. I was like, I gotta get to sleep. So like I tried meditating, and this was the only time I meditated to where like I really did clear everything out of my head, and it kind of like I broke into like this white space of nothingness, and it was just like, whoa, I'm here in this, and then everything crumbled because that was a thought. And then I felt pretty weird after that, and I tried to lay down to go to sleep, and as soon as I laid down, I got like a paralysis. It felt like something was like pinching the spinal cord of my neck. It was like a paralysis, and then I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't move my throat, like that whole thing.
Yeah.
And behind me, physically, I can feel on the bed sheets. It feels like a hand or something is just going woo, 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 rustling the sheets, almost touching my back. And all I want to do is flip over and hit it. That's the only thing I want to do, but I can't move. And it just keeps doing that for a good 5-6 seconds. Finally, it feels like something lets me go, and I open my eyes, and I turn over to flip, and I hit it, and there's nothing there, man. It's just an empty spot. And my dog is fast asleep on the bed. Other dog fast asleep in the hall. Lights are off, and it tripped me out. I basically like grabbed my guitar, played a little song, was like, look, not here to scare me. And then like I felt this presence like leave, and the dog growled in the hall. Like it was really, really weird.
Yeah.
I'd never experienced like an immediate paralysis where I was still awake, and of course, I would tell my parents, and they're like, well, you're probably just going to sleep and dreaming. And I was like, I was jacked up on coffee.
That's a lot of the time that I like will tell a
It's like,
story like that. They
yeah.
just kind of discredit. But it's like, I don't know. The fact that like the dog saw it too is like validating, right? Like
It woke it up. It like didn't see. It was like the dog was like, oh, like, what's going? It's like really weird.
it's weird, dude.
I kind of
yeah.
told it to leave
Yeah.
in a good way
Yeah. I mean,
because it freaked me out.
yeah, dude. Well, absolutely. Yeah. Those unexplained things are always a little scary. I don't know, man. I think that like there's definitely some kind of connection between our world and the spiritual world that we just don't quite understand yet. And that kind of falls in line with like the aliens and the forts. Like, I don't know, man. The universe is huge. Like,
So many things, so many mysteries.
gotta be other stuff out there, man. Like I don't know.
I mean, I saw a picture of the world's tallest woman the other day. It was just a huge giant, dude. She had to have seats removed in a plane or something for her to sit. Can we look that up? She was a redhead. World's tallest woman. Boards an airplane or something.
Boards an airplane.
She was like a redheaded woman, and she was literally twice the size of a normal human. Yeah, dude.
Oh my.
I love the biodiversity. I mean, a lot of these people have like structural problems, and it's sad and unfortunate, but
Well,
I mean,
it's like a condition, right? Like gigantism.
it is, but some people are just big like Shaq, right? Or like
Well,
just
probably
Just giant.
some form of deformity, right? Like that you're like not like in a bad way, but like
What is it? Abe Lincoln had it, where you just keep growing.
yeah.
But then you've also got tiny people too, and I just think
Sure.
the biodiversity we've got on Earth is just amazing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't there be more other people elsewhere we haven't met? Maybe hiding under the earth, cave dwellers.
Who knows, man?
What's up? 7 what?
7 feet tall.
That's
There are basketball players that are 7 feet tall.
yeah.
Robert Wadlow.
Okay, now this guy is a historical figure that they've now released in our mainstream history, and this guy is pretty cool. He's literally a giant,
Oh yeah.
and he was from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
There's some cool photos. Let's bring up. What's up?
They don't make them like they used to.
Well, here's the thing. I think giants were all over the place everywhere in ancient history.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that's kind of like biblical, dude. You had
Look how big his-
Goliath. You know.
Yeah. Look how big his fucking shoe was.
That's crazy.
And didn't we look up the biggest skeleton they found is 12 feet?
What?
Yeah,
What?
we looked that up, bro. Yeah, people get big. They were really big. The biggest human skeleton found. And I think it's something like 12 feet.
That's insanity.
Where,
King of the legendary giant king of the what the fuck are we living in Narnia?
no, bro, we may have crossed dimensions when CERN was fucked around, but
the
like
Teuton?
10 feet. Holy shit. 25 and a half feet long. Yeah, bro, but they got really big. Like, if you were to look at the Egyptian artwork, where the little Egyptians next to the giant ones, they're like, oh, that was a depiction of the king, how big he appeared and his importance. Is like, no, this motherfucker was literally 25 feet tall. I don't know, man.
How do you see? Like, how do you explain that, man? Like,
Boy,
where do
there's-
those genetics come from? Like, it's that what is that?
I don't know, man.
Are there just like big people reproducing big people?
Yeah.
Or is it
Well,
like
like, I mean, like you referenced the Bible, a lot of it is like Nephilim.
sure?
The fallen angels
Yeah.
coming and mixing genetics with humans.
Right across the shoulder.
Yeah, that's
25 and a half feet long and 10 feet wide across the shoulder. And actually,
a
here's
car, bro.
here's a little nugget that's going to piss a lot of people off. And I'm not saying this is true.
Teeth were the size of an ox's foot.
His teeth were the size of an ox's foot, and the shin bone. Oh my God! How big was the shin bone? Measured
4
4
feet,
feet
dude.
in length.
Bro, people are 4 feet tall.
Yeah, dude, that's how big his shin bone was. So, like, literally, think about you being a 5 or 6 foot person, and you're going up to his knee. You can't even reach his waist. Like, you're a 6 foot man, and you come up to a third of this person's height because they're 25 feet tall. That is crazy. And now it starts to become a little bit more clear how the large stones were put in place in places like Egypt, especially if they're literally in the art on the wall.
You know,
These
yeah.
people, like, I mean, we could even look up Egyptian giant art or Egyptian hieroglyphic giants.
Or
And-
like, and that kind of like also brings up my question, like about like the Stonehenge and those kinds of things. Like that would make sense that if they were a race of people that were around that were just large, you know, why couldn't they have existed in that area of the world? You know,
I think they were
Like,
everywhere. That's why a lot of
making star forts. And
I think they were here 200-300 years ago, dude.
200 or
Everywhere.
300 years.
Yes, like that's why all the cathedrals and churches in Europe are huge.
Mm.
You ever been in any of them or seen pictures?
Never been to Europe, man.
Fucking dude, I went for the first time a couple years ago, and you just walk in, and like the doors are huge, and you go in, and it's just giant, and it's just like, why would little people make things this big? And then you start seeing, yeah. I wonder because there might be some. Look, like right there, right at the kind of like the bottom in the middle on the left.
This one?
A little bit further, one more down, one more down, right there in the middle. One more to the right. Yeah, click that. That is a depiction of how big the people were.
Yeah, I mean,
And then now that starts to make sense of a 25-foot person.
if both of those dudes are 5 feet, you know, that's a 10-foot person right there. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of what they're measuring with these ancient scrolls in the art, and oh god, I love that diagram there. That's a cool one right there, with the big ass skeletons.
You've seen all these before. I can.
I
tell.
don't know,
You've done
maybe
your
I've seen this one.
research.
I like digging on the internet. Oh, wow.
36 feet.
And they're okay. So that little nugget that was gonna piss people off. Dinosaurs aren't real, and the bones that they find are giant humans and actual dragons.
Ooh.
and they're covering up the history of giants and dragons with the dinosaur story, and that's why you can't get any actual dinosaur bones in museums. They're all replicas, plaster replicas. That's why you have to go to certain dig spots and become a certain certified paleontologist. But, dragons is a whole different thing,
Dragons.
Yeah, like
I-
why would the Chinese make a calendar with 11 fake animals?
I
I
was
mean, 11
literally-
real animals and one fake one.
Yeah, I was literally researching dragons the other day because of that. Like the Chinese inclusion of it in their culture. Like it's just interesting to me. I don't understand it, man.
All over the world. South America,
Yeah,
Mexico,
yeah.
Europe, Asia, everywhere talked about dragons. Dragon skeletons. Now these are going to be all fantasy because they don't want you thinking these was real. Because
It's
how
the
easy would it
man,
be?
bro? It's the
how easy-
IRS controls the.
It's the
Yeah,
IRS, dude. How easy would it be to say, yeah, no, dragons and giants weren't so real, but dinosaurs were. These bones are millions of years old. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not saying it's true, but you never know.
I believe you, man. I believe you.
I don't know.
I'll
At the very
advocate
least,
for
they're-
that.
giants are pretty interesting. But I mean, like, there's little people too. And it's like if people got 25, 36 feet tall, how tiny could they get?
Oh,
Could they get as small as this eye drop container? Could people get that small? Like that movie The Borrowers? where they're
genetics, man? Yeah,
it's absolutely nuts.
who knows? That's crazy.
Here, let's take a small break and then we'll get into some reaction videos because we're going off the rails here. We're going into Narnia.
I thought we were gonna talk about music.
Yeah, we we go back to music. But let's take a quick break first.
We need a break window.
A break window?
Like something to.
No, just leave it. I'll cut it out in Adobe in the aftercut. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. Gotta take a leak.
All right, you're good, man. I'm just gonna hang out.
You're gonna hang out? All right, for sure. Oh shit.
Do you want me to tag your personal Insta or delaostudios?
You could do both.
Do you have a Instagram for this?
Yeah, just Riches and Rags. And then also delaostudios. There are two Instagrams. You could just choose whichever you like. But yeah, I guess it's fun to dive into history and like the architecture they created to like let the future know what we were about, It's just like, what are we doing in our generations? Are we going to leave some giant monuments for the future about what we got going on?
We got the internet, bro.
But is that sustainable? What if they had an internet, but it's just offline now because all the shit's off?
You telling me that you think the ancient civilizations had internet, bro?
Maybe.
That had electrical interferences with our microphones?
I don't know.
Maybe that's what
This is a
the
famous one.
Skinwalker.
Maybe this is a light bulb.
Ah,
Maybe that's an Egyptian light bulb. Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised by anything anymore. Like,
Yeah.
honestly.
It's nuts out here.
That did look like a light bulb, though.
Yeah, let's talk more about music. I mean, hey, we got a bunch of reaction videos too, but I mean, I really want to dive in more about like where you get your motivation and how you keep going. And
Sure. So, I mean, my motivation right now is probably pretty selfish, you know? I just want to succeed doing music. Um, I don't necessarily want to be like rich and famous or, you know, like any of that. Like I just want to be able to make my car payment and pay for my house just playing guitar, man. Like that would be ideal. You know, if bigger success is down the road, then absolutely like come my way, man, but I'm not like that's not my end goal, you know? It's just I just want to make it. Like doing what I love. I think that's the dream. So, yeah, I mean, I think that it's just looks different for everyone, you know.
I don't think it's selfish.
You don't think that's selfish?
No, bro. I think anyone wants to be able to just do what they're best at and what they like doing. Those are two different things, but if you can hit both of them at the same time, that's fair to just want to be able to keep your ship afloat with that.
Sure.
But the puzzle piece is figuring that out. It's a big
Sure.
puzzle is finding all the pieces and putting it together for a way that works for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm finding out it's so far, dude, it's a grind.
You should be more selfish. There's this there's this Dan Pena, I think, was the one that said something like you shoot for Mars, right? And if you end up on the moon, well, you're on the moon, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, like, you know, shoot like bigger dreams, bigger than you could ever imagine. Aim for that. And if you come 10% of that, that's probably like going to be a pretty awesome spot.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Maybe that is the end goal then.
yeah, man. I like it. I like where you're going. I think that we have this inherent kind of feeling of guilt. I don't know if it, like that, because I feel the same way. It's got kind of like a gross feeling to it to want to try and make the money on arts.
Sure.
In a sense. But I mean, like, it's definitely rewarding and if there's room for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the other thing is like bringing your own element to it, just of expression, because art and music, like they're all just an expression of self, you know. And I maybe that's what it is that I just want to be accepted as myself, you know. Maybe that's the goal. I don't know.
Now you're hitting
Maybe
home, man. That's human psychology.
Yeah.
Just everyone wants to be accepted. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it is, man. I will tell you I'm feeling closer than ever, though, since I've started doing this, like, taking just music seriously. Like, that's
Closer than ever to what?
to feeling accepted and feeling validated as a musician and you know, moving towards that goal.
Yeah, it's you hang around the barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, totally.
And it's like if you're hanging in the game long enough, it's like a bunch of people are going to quit, some people are going to die, some people are going to change their mind, and then eventually you're the guy who's just doing the most of it, the best of it, and
Sure.
that's the consistency and resilience aspect of it
Sure.
through the decades. Yeah, there's hell yeah, that can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. I mean, I like to also think that there's like some innate sort of aspect to this too, because like my family has a lot of musicians in it. My little brother's in Nashville, you know, doing music. Like it's my uncle was a mariachi musician in New Mexico. Like he did really good in New Mexico. And like that form of success is like, that's all I would really ask for, you know, like just to, because he did it. He taught music until recently. Now he's like a county commissioner, but
Who did? Your brother?
my uncle.
Oh, your
my
uncle.
Yeah. But like that he was happy, you know, and like that's, I think, really the end goal is just be happy. It's taken a lot of working on myself to even get to this point, to be happy doing what I'm doing, you know? And I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do to remain happy. And I think that kind of falls in line with like the success thing. Like if success comes, like awesome. If not, I mean, as long as I'm happy, that's really the important thing. So that's the true end goal.
I was going to
final
say
answer.
that's your end
Final
goal
answer,
is
yeah.
happiness. Okay,
Final answer.
that's fair. That's a lot of people's end goal.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to be happy, man?
Yeah. What's the ratio of happy you would want to be? Like, let's say, you know, maybe not your older age, but soon to come, do you want to be happy every day?
Yeah.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Just
man.
beaming happy.
Why would I not want to be happy every day?
Because I think it's not that you would want to. Is like, is it realistic? Would that be? I mean, if you met someone who's just like always happy, you're like, what's this person up to? You know, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
at least I am. Cause
I don't
I'm
think
just
everybody
not a great
like.
person.
I don't think anyone is truly like just happy all the time, man. I mean, we're human. We experience other emotions. Like
That's what I'm
just-
getting at. I think like it's inevitable we are going to be unhappy. So if like the ultimate goal is to just be happy, I think it's a folly goal.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. I'm saying everyone wants to be happy, and that's a super common goal. I just like to take a different take on it.
Sure.
It's like, how do you deal with being unhappy? What are your escape mechanisms
Well,
or coping memechanisms?
And maybe
to get
that's
through them?
maybe that's part of it. Like to me, like a form of therapy is playing guitar, playing music,
yeah.
creating.
Okay.
Like
That's clear.
I think that so that maybe dealing with the unhappiness, that's like that's one of the tools, you know, like in the
Okay.
toolbox to become happy. So I mean, the more often I'm gonna be playing guitar, the more happy I'm gonna be all the time. If I'm being completely transparent, like I've dealt with like depression and anxiety my whole life, and it had gotten really really rough, man. Doing what I was doing, like it was hard, like the electrical full time, you know, running a business. You know, I was freshly married. It was a lot of big life things happening, and it was causing me to be really, really unhappy. My depression was really, really bad.
Yeah, at that point, the ratio is not fair at all.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not what I'm getting at all.
Right. And so at that point in time, I wasn't doing any music, really. I wasn't doing just the church on Sundays, but that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me. And now that I'm doing this, like I find that I'm having way more good days than bad days. And I mean, it's like you said, like it's kind of innate to be unhappy. I mean, that's just a human emotion. So like, you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
feel
almost
it.
like a feedback mechanism.
Sure.
Like letting you know, like you could be a little bit better.
Sure.
And you know you could be better.
Sure.
That's all it is.
Sure. So maybe that's what it is we're striving to be better, man. Like I do want to be better. I always want to be growing and learning. So hopefully that continues to happen. And I mean, I have been since I've been doing this, like just learning and meeting new people, teaching me new stuff. I mean, you gave me a tidbit of information about the Spotify thing earlier. Like
Yeah,
it's like,
I don't want to come off as a know-it-all, but I feel like a piece of information here and there could help certain
Sure,
people,
sure.
you know. I just want to be helpful is all.
Definitely. I mean, but that's the kind of things that like I'm learning and growing with, you know, just being immersed in this world. And I'm happy. I'm happy right now.
Have you ever thought about sync licensing your songs too?
Sync licensing?
Yeah, you keep your rights and you go to certain like websites and libraries and you upload your tracks and then it's basically a marketplace for films, video games, and TV shows, no matter what their size is, to purchase the sync license rights, which means they can use your song in their film and they'll pay you $500, $400, or if you're getting bigger, thousands for the license.
That's really cool.
And you've got terms like in perpetuity, which means they can use it however long they want, or you can say ceases after 10 years. But
Okay.
some you can sign up as non-exclusive, which means, you know, you can do, they get the song, you can get the song, you can get the song. Some of these websites only want exclusive songs because it makes it easier for them to sell.
Sure.
The exclusivity. So it's like, if you got, you know, want to go that route too.
I mean, I have been doing a bunch of writing on my own too.
Nice.
So maybe that's a route for me to take.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to do music in whatever capacity, man. I don't think that I've gotten any sort of fulfillment like I have recently, just doing this. I don't know. I mean, I think that's interesting, man. I think that's a really cool outlet for music.
Yeah, I'll
writing.
keep you
Like,
I'll keep you posted on it too, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing the both of those things, the playlist additions and the
okay.
sync licensing. I did dig into it the other day, and it was
Mhm.
just with every new thing, it's a little overwhelming. Honestly, doing all these new things feels like going to college again. It's just like,
Sure.
yeah, just reading.
Yeah, I'm not a reader, man. I used to be when I was like in school. Definitely, I would read for fun. I don't know what happened. Just got burned out.
Do you write like books or like journal or anything?
So I write. I have a note in my phone that I just write mostly like lyrics and like short poems and stuff like that, just to kind of exercise that part of my brain, because I think it's good for you to kind of express yourself.
You
in
got to
that.
catch those ideas.
Sure,
They come,
exactly.
and you got to write them down because you might forget it. You ever have that happen?
Mhm.
And you're like, what was that? And you
Mhm.
didn't write it down?
And then you don't ever have it again.
You don't
man.
get it.
Yeah.
You don't get it again.
Nope. So yeah. So I try to keep something, a record going, but that's about
That's good. Okay.
all the writing I do, other than like obviously like musical, like
Mm.
keys and guitar and that kind of stuff. But
Does dancing keep you happy?
dancing,
Can you dance?
no,
Can
not well.
This guy can dance pretty well.
I can't dance very well. Oh, this guy can dance.
I got it. Go.
Ooh.
To the window,
Do the
to
mouse.
the wall, to the sweat drop down my balls. All these bitches roll, all these bitches roll.
Ooh.
All skeet,
This guy's
skeet,
having a great time.
motherfucker. All skeet, skeet, goddamn. All skeet, skeet, motherfucker. All skeet, skeet, goddamn.
Bitch. So yeah, man.
He's got a perfect chest, my friend. It's beautiful.
Perfect for who? Somebody. I mean, hey, you wouldn't be able to tell from this frame, really. I
No.
mean, hey, he's not a bad singer or a dancer. I mean,
no,
honestly,
no.
the performance was great, man.
That
I
was
felt
beautiful.
the happiness.
I did too. I laughed. Yeah. That
Dude,
was
if-
good.
I have a hard time doing these things like that. Like I have a hard time. I'll make TikToks of my just saying shit or whatever, or making other stuff. But the dancing and the singing is so hard for me to do, man. Do you have an artist name you're trying to roll by, like as a solo artist name, like
Just me, man.
Ezra Sena,
so
your real name? Just like,
actually, Tina, who you had last
yeah,
week or 2
it was
weeks
like
ago
a
or
couple
whatever,
weeks ago.
yeah.
The last guest. Yeah.
So her and I were hanging out the other day, and she had asked me that too. She was like, "What's your Instagram?" And I was like, "It's just Ezra Sena." And she's like, "Nah, that's lame. You got to change that."
It's almost from a marketing sellable standpoint.
Sure.
It's like it's almost too for an audience to resonate and connect with just an idea you put out. You know?
yeah. So yeah, I've been kind of playing around with ideas. I don't know yet, so I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, man. I think it's a great idea. Dude.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So that's now the third time that I'm hearing that.
Well,
so,
see, it's common for musicians.
sure.
Comedians don't get that.
Yeah.
Because I love the stand-up comedy world, and I watch
remember
a lot
you
of
telling
it.
me that you
Yeah,
kind of
dude.
were doing that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not very good at that at all. I'll do an open mic every now and again.
I think you're funny, man. I think that's a cool thing, dude.
Well, thanks, man. But stand-up comedians, for handles, they got to go by their name.
Yeah,
It seems everywhere. It's like you really got to just go by your real name in the stand-up comedy world.
sure.
You might get a nickname if you start getting good, but
Fluffy.
for Fluffy, well, it's Gabriel Iglesias. You'll get his real name, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know, man. Do you have any
Speaking-
suggestions for me?
For you,
Yeah.
let me see to get to know you a little bit more, so you have a little bit more of a magnetic paranormal vibe. Uh,
I hope that's not the vibe I
well,
give
dude,
off, man.
you're also an electrician, which might have had something to do with it.
That's probably, honestly, yeah. I've been
or maybe
shocked
it
quite a
turned
few
it off
times. Maybe.
because you were experiencing it as a kid and you don't anymore.
Maybe.
It shocked the shit out of you. It shocked the
Maybe, dude.
paranormal out of you.
You know,
Let's see.
I never even thought of that.
What else? What do you like doing for fun, man? Like on a
For
day
fun?
off, other than music. 'Cause
On a day off. Hanging out with my wife. We like to
Well, what
hit
do you
up
do?
breweries.
Hit
you
up
know?
breweries.
Yeah.
Like with paintball guns.
That would be fun. That would be fun. Drive by paintball.
Do you and your wife ever have pillow fights?
Not that I'm gonna disclose here.
No, I just found this because we've been looking into slap fights for the last few months.
Dude, so that's hilarious because my old apprentice, when I was doing electrical, he got big into slap fighting.
Oh, dude, it gets crazy,
Like,
man. There's
he-
female divisions.
Yeah,
there's
he
big
bought a
dude
jersey
divisions.
and everything, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
So he was going to them.
I think he
dude.
was thinking about like participating.
You want to know? I tried. So there was one episode here where we did slap fights, and then I
Oh.
tried running an ad on Google Ads, like using one of the videos as like a catching point for the ad. But
Yeah.
like the ad runs the whole episode, and it caught the slap fighting, and it flagged me for violence.
Oh.
And I was like, that's bullshit, inciting violence. These people are gentlemen or gentle ladies, and they're what's the word I'm looking for? Consensually competitive space.
Yeah.
They're slapping each other because they want to.
Across the barrel, man. It's crazy.
Did you ever get into slap fighting, like as a viewer?
As a viewer, I kept up when he would make us watch it. So what we would
He
do is
made
we
you
were
watch it.
we were driving to like, you know, Roswell and Carlsbad and Hobbs and Artesia. So these are like 3, 4, 5 hour drives, like there and back. So in that time, we had a lot of time to just kill.
Yeah.
So he would like post it up. We had one of those like the clamps for the phones that you know use for navigation. So he would just put his phone in there and like turn it sideways, and we'd watch slap fights. My favorite until recently, his name was White Simba. So you really
gotta see. I haven't
Ultimate
even
slap
got
fighting
into the
championship,
names.
man. It's real.
White. Can we just get some pictures of White Simba before we get into this pillow video? Just looking at this guy again. You know, he did. Man, he did well. He made both of us laugh. He brightened our
Yeah,
days.
that's a good video.
I wish he keeps making more, man.
Yeah,
I
there
think-
you go. That's a good one. I've seen that
Wolverine
one.
and White Simba.
Yeah, Wolverine's a big contender too, man. You gotta keep up with the slap fights.
Yeah, we'll just turn that volume off, and then.
I like when they get knocked out. It's like
shit! White Simba is the guy in the jersey.
So he
just
hasn't
skip
popped
ahead.
up yet.
That
That guy,
guy?
that's White Simba.
Okay, we'll pause it. Okay, cool. Hell yeah! I'm trying to learn the copyright landscape
Dude.
of these videos too. So however much we can use with other YouTube videos, I think this is fair. This is totally good.
Dude is funny too. Like his marketing is just
Oh,
like
man.
he's the cockiest of
Oh,
all
yeah.
of them.
Well,
Eh.
that name.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Would you lean into a comedic name like that?
Maybe if it was good enough. I don't know.
I think I've kind of started leaning into the Lil Teabags handle. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I made a new YouTube channel called Guitar with Lil Teabags. And I'm just going to start making shorts every day of just a jam here, a jam there. And
Yeah,
then
cool.
every week a lesson video. And I'm going to try and build up an audience with Guitar with Lil Teabags.
That's
problem,
cool.
Tyler, the problem with that is no one knows you by Tyler. So
No.
everyone's gonna think you're just a teabagger. Like, you teabag people for fun. Like, it's just
They'll know if they go digging. It will be known in the future. It's
my immediate first thought is that he teabags people. It's so
Oh.
I know. Trust me, it's a dumb name. I get it.
It's funny though.
Well, who else is using it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah.
teabags in their fucking name.
What was that?
They don't want teabags in their fucking name. That's why.
Exactly.
Oh man.
So when that name comes along the way, people will know.
They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn about little tea bags, man.
But yeah, that's I mean, we'll figure it out. Let's see. Okay, yeah. This is something I just learned about. And it's
Is there something in those, or
those
are they
are
just
pillows.
legitimate pillows?
When I said, "Do you pillow fight with your wife?" Like
That's
this was what I was like.
imagining.
This is the segue. Is no. This Damn, dude, your wife looks like a very strong black man.
You said it, not me, man.
No, but I had no idea that professional pillow fighting exists. They're in a literal ring with ropes, dude. And there's a referee.
yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's looking at the ground. He doesn't fucking care. He's just.
What are the like? How can you mess up a pillow fight? Like you just don't hit them with the pillow. Like I know in the slap fighting, like
I don't know.
you can like club them, right? You can hit them with
yeah.
like your wrist, and that's like how do you mess up a pillow fight?
I don't know. Maybe.
Why do they need a ref to make sure that they're not like the PFC?
Why do they need a ref? Because it's official, motherfucker. This is ridiculous. This is what timeline are we in?
Oh man,
This is Generation Z, bro.
That's people pursuing their passion, man, and I
But
respect
love it, bro,
that.
dude. I
Yeah.
mean, again, I respect it as well. Oh yeah, because we're talking about slaps. Show me the money. Yeah, if you're ever making a bet with people,
Now my boy want a $25 screw. He gonna let gang slap him for a $25 screw.
so basically, he's letting his friend slap him because he wants $25. He agreed to it. It's all consensual. They're letting it happen.
For $25?
Yeah, that's what the guy said.
Oh, I'll get
They
slapped
shake
for
hands?
$25. Ooh, look at his face, dude.
I'm pretty sure his face looked like
He
that
just looks
before.
like that.
I'm pretty sure his face looked like that before. But listen to what they said at the beginning here.
My boy want a $25 screw.
He wants a $25 screw, so this is, I guess, a deal or something.
He gonna let gang slap him for a $25.
He's gonna let gang slap him for 25,
Oh, man.
and that's it. Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, that guy
They
should
make
be in the
up.
slap fight championship, man.
Then tell him give you your money.
He should.
One more slap.
He didn't get the money, bro. There was no money, I don't think. That's the end of the video.
That's messed up.
You know
man.
what?
You got to pay him.
We reached out.
Mm-hmm.
He got the money.
Oh, yeah.
It's all good, everybody.
yeah,
He
all
got,
right.
He got the $25 screw, whatever that was. But you're right. This guy would actually at least take in a slap on a slap.
Mm-hmm.
What is it again?
Slap. Oh, I think it's
Slap
slap
fight.
fight
Yeah.
championship is the official league.
Dude, he took that
Yeah.
like a champ and
Tanked it,
unfazed,
bro.
and then the
Tanked
fucking
it.
hand. Dude,
Yeah.
some of these people would have been knocked
Oh
out
yeah.
after that.
He stumbled a little bit. I think that would have been a point in slap fighting. Yeah,
At least a point,
at
right?
least 1 point. Yeah, man. I would never do. So he tried to convince me to do it competitively. And I was
Who
like,
tried to convince you?
my apprentice.
Why
when-
didn't the one
I
showing
told
you
him,
the
yeah, the
fights?
one showing me the fights. He was like, Ezra, you should do it. And I was like,
Why don't you do it?
yeah, exactly. That was my exact response. I thought about it.
Oh, jeez.
I just don't know that it.
No, dude, you go. You say I will support you, and you do it.
They don't put.
Oh, I'm gonna turn that off. I guess it has a song in it. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
I mean, like
It's a good way to lose some teeth.
There's no like weight rankings or
No,
anything like.
that's
They
why
just
I've
kind of put them up against whoever.
I saw a dude and a chick.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a dude,
Mhm.
and that was a hard one to watch.
Mhm.
And I didn't want to bring that one on the show. As consensual as that was, I did not want to re-show. I mean, hey, man, it's already shown to the world. Yeah, man, that's tough. Yeah, it's a good way to lose teeth, man. You think you made the right decision?
Yeah, I would say so.
But would you go watch one?
Absolutely.
I'd go
yeah.
watch one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'd be screaming my head off. White Simba, man.
Leopard in India just jumps out of nowhere. He takes down this guy's motorcycle.
I would be so mad
Yeah, dude.
if a big cat just came out of the blue and knocked my bike down.
I tried to find some funny ones here. This one resonates with me.
Did you describe them? Is that
That's my description. Trying to impress with flips, rope jump, and we're just people. Don't.
Rope swinging looks fun.
Yeah, let's turn this up just a little. Oh, ooh, damn. So here's a replay. He's flipping backwards on a rope.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, we called out to this guy. He's okay. He's all right. But he's not having any more kids. But yeah, man, don't try and do crazy things over water because water gives this illusion that it's this really safe place to land in.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, so much can happen in between.
I've done a belly flop before, man. I know
Really?
the pain.
How high of a jump?
Not high at all.
Was it an intentional belly flop?
Yeah, intentional. It's just like, yeah, why? I don't know. I learned my lesson after that.
How old?
Water's hard, man. Probably older than I should admit. Middle school, maybe. I don't know.
We all do those things on purpose.
I don't know.
Here's one, again, just because we're on the getting hit in the crotch. I mean, goats are some vicious creatures. Oh, that's loud as fuck. That's loud as fuck. Okay, so...
Is that what I think it is?
That's exactly what you think it is. That is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Don't fuck with goats. How do we turn this volume down? Mute the what?
Mute the whole site.
Mute the whole site. Oh, there you go. Oh, yep. This is so... It's so bad, dude. You see anything like this at the ranch, dude?
Nah, man.
That is terrifying.
They do have goats, but not that, man.
Yeah, man, you got to be careful with goats. Oh, since we're on animals, this one had me geeking out. Dogs eat the darndest things. Okay, so we get a little volume on this. Oh, he's throwing up at a vet. And it's a vibrator, bro. The dog had swallowed. What? So to all of you classy ladies out there who have big pets in the home, don't leave your vibrators out because the dog might eat it. And it's funny. Can we get a little audio on that? Because the lady's like, "Yep, I'm out." I think the vet says.
I'm hoping it comes up. Walk him away. We're good.
I'm walking away. We're good. Poor dog. The dog's the real victim here.
Absolutely, man.
Fuck, man. Do you have any pets?
I have 2 dogs, man. Yeah, they're crazy.
Hopefully not that crazy.
I've had one of them who's been throwing up a bunch lately.
Oh, shit,
just,
bro.
I don't know.
Is your wife missing a vibrator?
Not that I know of, man.
I'm just playing. Oh, man, I'm just playing.
Yeah, dogs are crazy. They're crazy animals.
How big are they, bro?
They're like medium sized. They're Australian Shepherd. When we got them, I thought for sure it was like Catahoula mixes, but no, they're labs.
Okay.
Labs, you heard it here first. Brianna.
What?
She would always get on me because I would say that they were Catahoulas. And
I don't know what a Catahoula is.
it's
I've never heard
some
of that.
kind of dog. They have like white and black spots. And one of our dogs has white and black spots. So
Okay.
I was sure in my mind. And she was always telling me that they weren't, you know? So, yeah, you heard it here first.
You ever been bit by a dog?
No, thank God. I hope I never do. I never like seriously where I had to like go to the hospital or, you know, my dad had and my mom also had. So, you know, we'll keep that away.
I've been bit by a dog too. I've had to get stitches up here, man.
That's rough.
Well, I was, you know, waking it up when it shouldn't have been woke up. But you got to be careful with other creatures too, because you never know who's giving out free animals in the neighborhood.
Where did y'all get them raccoons from?
His mama whispering at
So this is a video. I'll speed it up a little bit because the brother comes in. He's got a raccoon too.
Back.
He bites?
Y'all is crazy.
And this guy filming is just like, keep him away from me.
Shit. All right, y'all, go ahead.
Get on it.
Things, man.
He tries to tell them like these things have rabies.
Where did they get?
So they
just
got
pick
it.
'em
They got
up?
it. Let's see what the kids have to say. Let's see. She tells you. She discloses. Is it?
whispering at no, her mama whispering at
Her mama's boyfriend is giving him away.
Oh, wow, y'all better
they
be.
definitely live right down.
They live right down there, man. They're giving these raccoons out for free to everybody.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, man.
I got the plug.
Oh shit.
They
Yep.
took a blood test.
Hold on.
See, this video resonated with me because we found a raccoon a few months ago. It was a little baby raccoon, like kitten is what they call it. Like,
Okay.
it had fallen out of the tree in the
Mhm.
park. We were sitting there, and we heard, poof, and we heard it fall out of the tree. And then so we, like, took it home and tried to nurse it back to health, and I had to make this decision, like, do I want to be raising a fucking raccoon? I'm, like, literally in the back room trying to, like, keep it in a shoebox and nurse it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this thing could have rabies.
What did you do with it?
I had a long period of discussion in my head, like what was the right thing to do, and it was just to return it to the place of which it came.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully the mother raccoon would take it, and if not, I left it back in its place where nature would recapture it for however it was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was a bird or whether it was going to die there, I can't be taking care of a raccoon. Like, so I left it back, and wish it the best, because life is sacred, but death is also sacred too. So it's like,
Sure.
So what are you going to do?
Sure.
What would you have done? Would you have tried to raise it?
No, definitely not. I probably
Okay.
I probably would have saw it.
And not even fucked with it.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't have. But if I did, I probably would have called like the animal
We looked into
control
it, bro.
or whatever.
They're vermin.
Were they gonna? Oh,
Raccoons aren't really like. I mean, you can't like hunt them for their fur, but they're like rabbits.
yeah.
Like, they don't really care about them because
Yeah.
there are a lot of them. And
Well, so
dig up trash.
my little brother rescued like a crow one time, and it was like it had broken its wing or something, and so
Sounds
like
so
he like
sad.
nursed it, and then like called animal control, and they came and picked it up and gave him a hat.
they gave him a
Yeah,
hat.
and that was-
Okay.
yeah.
Right on. I wonder what happened to the crow. Who knows, man?
Out of my mind, I guess. It's probably what I would have done with
Oh man, this
the
one.
raccoon.
That's a tough one to watch. I don't know if we want to watch that. That's not very Christian. Let's. I mean, this shit's just crazy in general. This is just whack. Preparing food.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Did you know that the shit moved around after they cut it off? Jesus.
No
So-
way, dude.
Yeah, I'll let Cameron take the mouse because I lost it. I lost the mouse.
That's
So
crazy.
For the listeners, I mean, if you ever had fried alligator, I mean, you're not a vegan, first off, and you're eating meat. But I mean, where do you think the fucking shit comes from? I mean, they got to be chopping up an alligator somewhere.
Yeah.
And this is a big, meaty alligator tail. And the thing about this alligator tail is it's still flicking and kicking around like it's attached, but it's totally not. And
That's crazy.
It kicks itself off the table. It looks like it's in Asia somewhere because it has like
Yeah, the
Chinese
writing
or
on
Japanese on
yeah.
his shirt. Jeez.
That
That's
logo's kind
nuts.
of cool. with the
But look,
alligator on
it's
it.
all chopped up, and oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's insane. It looked like it was like swimming.
Oh, like it was trying to get away.
Yeah, trying to get away, bro. That's crazy.
But I mean, like, have you ever like played with lizards as a kid? Caught a
Yeah.
lizard. I caught a lizard as a kid. You know, the tail
Mhm.
comes off.
Does the tail still
Yeah.
wiggle?
Tail still wiggles.
So it's like
really
a
weird.
nerve reflex
I
then,
don't
probably.
know, yeah. I mean, I think it's a defense mechanism to keep a predator away.
Sure.
If the predator catches the tail
Catch
and
the
still
tail.
thinks the tail
But that
is the
happens
thing.
with alligators, or that's like a.
It's a big lizard. I don't know.
Are
I don't
they
know if
lizards?
The thing is, the little lizards out here, like, their tails will come off on purpose, and they'll
Right.
regrow them. I don't think an alligator
Well,
tail is supposed to
yeah.
come off, but that's pretty crazy. Here, we'll watch a few more, and then what time are we at on the OBS recording, Cameron?
141.
Okay, we got a lot of good time. 20 minutes left. You got to get out here in probably 30 minutes, 45,
Whatever.
whenever.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next video, which is how to boil a sausage in prison.
Oh, I feel like I've seen this.
Well, you're an electric guy, so you might know what is actually going on here. I love
Big
science.
plug, you know what I'm saying? And then there's some water like this. And I plug that thing up. Yeah, and that's what boil it though. You know, I probably leave this in here for about 20 minutes. That thing get good and juicy. Look at that.
Oh,
We'll check that out a little bit later. But this is the boil.
It's the bowl. So he's got the sausage still wrapped up in the plastic. What is
That's
he doing here,
crazy.
dude? Because this is electricity work of some sort, but he's...
So if I had
How
to
would you
guess,
just describe this to an audience that doesn't have a video? Because I would have a hard time doing that.
if I had to guess, I would say he's just like running electricity through the water, and that
Big
heats it up
plug,
to
you know what I'm
boil it. or maybe there's like a heat source at the bottom. I don't know what that little
Yeah, let's
rig he
pause it.
has there
Let's see
is.
what that is.
It's
see
got to
that.
be some kind of, I don't know.
Does he think this
He
is
just
water?
heats it up.
Is this water? Do you think this is acid of some sort that's reacting with the
I don't know where they're gonna get acid in prison, bro.
don't know.
Commissary.
Yeah, so he's straight up. It's just like a wrap of cords being plugged into the wall, and at the end of it is like it's like a ring of metal.
Maybe it's, I don't know,
Oh, dude, and it's like foamy, bubbly, the water, really quick. Oh man,
It is a small amount of water, so
can you boil water like that just by putting electricity in it?
you saw it live in action, man. I think
don't
it's heat, right? I don't know.
I have no idea, dude.
Because you couldn't just. I don't know.
I
don't
bet
know.
I bet it tastes pretty nice.
I mean, sausage is sausage, bro.
Sausage is sausage. I mean, that's true. Oh, speaking of sausage.
Oh man.
No, this one's a little more wholesome. This is the way kids are talking. So it's a kid coming out in a Halloween costume. I don't know if it's a Pokemon, but just listen to how he talks to his grandma, which is just really funny.
Can we return this shit?
Can we return this shit?
It's shaped like a dick, Grandma.
He's so pissed off that his Halloween costume's shaped like a dick. The thing
Aw,
is, these
man.
designers of these costumes
They
know
had to
it,
know. Yeah, they had to know.
thinking that the kids won't know, but the kids have internet nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that? What is that? Is that a Magacarp?
That's from Fortnite.
Is that from-
Oh yeah.
Of course you would know. What the fuck is that shit, dude? Golf, Fortnite.
My little brother plays this game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sure
Oh,
he
so the
does game.
character is shaped like a dick with feathers.
Well, when you see the actual like.
Well, I mean, it's a little. It's creative for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a character like that, but the
character
costume.
looks like a dick too, so
What's up?
the character looks like a dick.
He kind of looks like he kind of looks like a chubbed up dick. So let's see what this kid has to say for himself. He's just pissed off.
I seen it myself, and I brought it up before her ass. This looks like a dick, Grandma.
I'm wearing it in fucking school. This is bullshit, Grandma. This is crazy,
That's
dude.
good, dude. That's good.
Do you think your kids are gonna talk like that one day?
They better not.
No.
I don't know, man. Probably.
I think
Probably.
new cuss words are gonna be invented
For sure.
just to like fill the void of the desensitization.
Definitely. Definitely.
Nowadays, you don't want to get called a bigot. That's a bad one.
A bigot? That's a cuss word now?
Oh, I don't know,
Oh.
but you definitely don't want to.
Well,
be
I wouldn't
one.
want to be. Yeah, no, no, no. Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Should we listen to the rest of it or move on? What do you think?
You can play it. He's
Let's see
got a
what he
lot of good content there.
It's cute.
Trying to convince him.
It's cute, but it's shaped like a dick.
The cackle.
It's cute because it looks like a fucking dick. No, Mom, we better return this shit.
We gotta return the shit.
I need a new one.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a. But the funny thing is that the little girl is the only wholesome one. She's like, "Don't say that. That's bad." I hear her in the background. The parents don't give a fuck.
Did he lay down? Is that him?
I think that's just the end clip of the video. It's a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Contemplating life. Yep.
Yeah,
That's
man.
exactly what that is.
God dang, those will make some good sound bites. I'm gonna make some sound bites out of that later. Trigger him in. It's like a fucking dick, Grandma. Damn, dude. Costumes are getting bad these days. Oh man, and we're just late off the Halloween stuff, so it's probably the last one I'll show. But so I had mixed feelings about this video and like teaching kids and stuff because like one, you don't want to traumatize kids, right? You don't want to traumatize kids, but two, you really want to teach them the correct things.
Sure.
And I've never seen such a quick and effective way to teach kids not to take things from strangers. So let's see. You can give me on your opinions on it. Let me know if you think it's an effective.
Teach children to not accept things from strangers.
So, so basically, they're somewhere in Asia, and I say that because all the kids look Asian. It's just a wild guess. I could be wrong, but that was so dumb.
Oh man.
There's a person dressed up in a Halloween costume, and the kids are all circled in seats, and they're offering them snacks. And the first kid that took the snack, they snatched the kid up, ran out the door, and the kid disappeared. And the teacher comes back in without the kid.
Ooh.
The teacher's got a mask on and glasses. Now all the kids start crying, dude. She's offering the bag. The kid says no. Offers the bag. The big kid is holding the little kid back. Oh my god. Yeah, so they're going around offering.
No.
The little girl's just literally like, no, I don't want it. And they're trying to put it in the little girl's hand, making sure she's not going to take stuff from strangers. I don't know. What do you think? Is this mean?
Or should they be teaching it in school? Probably not. But, you know.
Where else are they going to learn it? Stranger danger, bro.
That's something your parents should be teaching you.
So the parents aren't here as far as I can tell. But you're right. Yeah, parents should have the most part that they can, the most that they can give to their kids. Yeah, parents should be giving that to their kids
100%,
when they can.
Man.
When they can.
100%.
Let's keep going around the room. Let's see what happens. Okay.
One of them's gonna get brave.
He says no. It's like duck, duck, goose. Most
he
of them
wants it.
Nope. Oh no, dude, he's dragging the kid. The kid has started to cry. Oh, no. They don't want to go. They don't want to go. They're quick learners. They've done this before. Making sure that kid really knows not to go. See, now that's pretty effective. Literally pulling the kid's wrist, kind of like gently pulling him out of the chair, like, come with me. And the kid is like, no. Like,
yeah.
Creating kind of like that.
Planted, man. Yeah, he's.
It's effective, man. But it is. It's a scary tactic. One of these kids is going to mess up. Oh, no.
There's audio of a bunch of kids crying.
Yeah, dude, it's bad, dude. That's why they. Oh, the last kid took it and he gets snatched out of the room. Oh, dude. I don't know, man.
Imagine how traumatizing that is.
I think
yeah.
Well, there was another video where some teachers actually went to court because they were scaring kids with masks around the room. They were just scaring them to scare them. There was no like lesson or anything. I mean, but that was pretty bad. They lost their jobs, I think.
Yeah. Makes sense. Did you reach out to them too? Were the kids okay?
No, the kids were not okay, dude.
Well, now they know better.
They're going to need therapy for the rest of their lives. And heavy medication, dude. We got to get them on those benzos. And then their life will be fixed.
Ohio back cracking?
Did you see that one? You said you watched the episode with Tina, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the back cracking video yet? That's probably a no. So we'll go to this one and then the more Ohio back cracking. These are fun.
Okay.
These are so fun to watch. How to crack your back in Ohio.
What?
Did you get his face on that, Cameron?
Why?
Let's play it one more time. That's crazy.
Oh, dude.
This is so good for this guy. He's getting healed. This is how to repair things. So
is that what that is?
He's got a mallet and a peg, and then there's a little like cloth platform thing that he's got lined up, basically going down on the tailbone at an angle to crack the back. And it's 5 seconds long, 3 heavy cracks, and that's it.
Sounds like gunshots, bro.
Yeah, we want to hear it one more time. But see, that was a sigh of relief from the last one. You know, you know he'd just gotten a hit before.
Because he's in pain. What?
And then. Oh yeah, that's hard to watch.
Is that a chiropractor? That guy's licensed.
Oh yeah, dude. I hope
we reached out.
Maybe not. We reached out. The more Ohio back cracking. See this? I think it's just an Ohio theme. I don't know if they're actually in Ohio, but it just seems to be fun ways to do chiropractics.
Chiro core.
I've never seen that video. So for the listeners, how am I going to describe this? It's a massage table. The patient's laying face down. Okay, now the person doing the back cracking is also female, and she's wearing some kind of like waist harness, and what she does is she's straddling, facing forward the same way the lady is facing, and she sits on her shoulders, and she uses her whole body weight and sits her ass to crack the back. It's just funny, man. It's like a reverse face sit.
And out. It's just so abrupt, and you can hear every crack.
You know, and I think it's the masseuse or the chiropractor playing into just what she can do. She's a woman, probably doesn't weigh as much as a man, not as strong as a man, so she can't like lean into the back cracks, but I don't know, the reverse face sit seemed like a really solid position to crack the back evenly.
It worked, man. I heard the cracks. That's
crazy.
crazy.
That might be from
Doctor Remix.
Who knows? I think that's all of them. The only one that I didn't show you was just a deer blowing another deer.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at a golf course. So I don't know. I was just getting. I don't know. We won't play that one.
That's okay.
Yeah, it might have been just hanging out, but yep, that's all the reaction videos that we've got there.
Those are
Hell
good,
yeah.
man. Those are good. I'm not on TikTok. Good. So yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah. So I've never seen this before.
Oh,
man.
dude,
I've never
it's
seen, like, even the platform.
The app will give you what you want it to give you. So if you make different accounts for different reasons, you can start curating the videos. And so I go on to like the delaostudios to try and find these reaction videos. And I start just quickly swiping away from all the stuff that has irrelevance. My TikTok's got all kinds of like motivational shit on it, which will tell me get off this app. You're on it too long, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where are you on most? Like that you want to push out? Just Instagram?
Instagram.
Or
yeah.
YouTube?
I mean, that's what I use. Just Instagram, really. I used to have like Twitter. I'm on Be Real.
Is that a dating app? What is
It's
that?
a new. It's a new like newer social media where it's like. I posted mine of like this earlier, but it's like basically you pull your. Where's my phone? I'll show you.
Yeah.
So you pull like a picture, right? And it does like a front facing. Should I show the camera? Probably. This is like a front facing, and then it also takes a picture of whatever you're looking at.
Oh.
And so everybody like in the world gets prompted at the same time. So that's why it's called Be Real, because you're supposed to be real in that moment, right?
Oh,
so you take a
wow.
picture of whatever you're doing at that moment.
Okay.
So, I mean, you don't have to post it on time. That was a little bit late, but like, you know, for the most part, like
is the window like an hour?
It's until the next one goes off. But like
okay.
the ideology is that you're supposed to post it at the same time. You know, like everybody posts at the same time, and you see what everybody's up to at
That's
that
cool,
moment.
man.
I just feel like it's more like genuine. You know.
Do you see a lot of the local musicians or a lot of the bands who like using it?
Tina's on it.
Tina's on it. Right on.
Yeah, Tina's on it. Her lead singer for Mangoes is on it. Well, one of them. Yeah, Josie. She's also my boss friend at the church. Yeah, she's sings there. She's dope.
Well, see, these things, they happen in waves with the apps, and it's like, you got to keep up with them.
Yeah.
Because yesterday was Facebook. Yesterday was MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
Was Instagram.
I don't know, man. I think this one's a little bit different because it's personal, you know? Like, it really, I mean, I guess you could have whoever you want on it, but like, it'll really only connect you
like
with like
OnlyFans personal, right?
No.
That's a little too personal.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it could be like that if, you know, it goes off and you're in the bathroom, you know, about to take a shower. It's like, you can be real. You don't have to, but you can.
I see how the name plays into what's going on there.
Yeah, it's a thing, man. It's cool. Other than that, though, like, I'm on Reddit, probably, if you can consider that social media.
Let's pull up his Instagram so we know what the handle is. Ezra.
It's literally
Sena.
Ezra Sena,
Yeah,
just
I like
without
to-
the dot. The dot is
without
my
the
like
dot.
personal one. Yeah.
Don't put the dot. You're not gonna get. Yeah. How do you spell it? Ezra.
Ezra-Sena. That's it, man.
Sena. Search engine optimization. Here's his page for everyone who wants to check it out.
Yeah, man.
Have you also thought of like a color tone theme? Or you're just putting up all?
I don't know.
anything?
So it's changed a lot. If you like go to like those past 6 videos are like my newest stuff, but like you can tell like a lot of that is like me just playing in my bedroom.
Are you
some
posting
of
them as
professional.
posts or reels?
So a lot of these older ones are definitely posts.
Okay.
My like most recent stuff is all reels.
You getting any luck with them? Like any like
Honestly, man,
new
I'm not
followers or
paying a
anything?
ton of attention. If
Okay.
I'm being completely honest, social media is something I'm trying not to make a huge part of, which I understand is like
Counterintuitive. If
exactly
you're doing
of my end goal.
an entertainment.
So
in a professional sense.
I'm definitely gonna probably start pushing it a little bit more and paying more attention to that kind of stuff. But as of now, it's never really just caught me like that.
It's not on. Shit. CEO of Instagram advocates for reels.
Yeah, but like all of like my music stuff lately, like I've been posting a ton of reels, and I'm gonna keep doing that and stories.
Keep doing that, man.
Yeah, it really, if I'm gonna push anything, it's gonna be the Instagram and just kind of see where that goes. Because I've had luck with it already.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just since I've been doing music, like people reaching out, wanting me
hell
to
is all
become ambassador. I don't know how real any of that stuff is, but yeah, man. Respond to criticism.
I don't know. I read a news article not too long ago, maybe during the summer, that was like the CEO of Instagram was coming out publicly like, look, we're really pushing reels on this app. So
cool. So it's probably a good thing I'm moving towards reels.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is like I don't take a lot of content on my own, you know? Like it's a lot of those videos and stuff are like people that were in the audience or like my wife, like I don't know. So I've talked to her about maybe becoming like my social media manager because she loves social media and she's on
Really?
it all the time, but I'm not.
Does she have accounts herself?
She has like a personal.
Like not for business though.
Nah, she doesn't run anything off of it, but I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Anywhere you can add a teammate here and there, man. I mean, that's an amazing blessing.
It's the best teammate to have, man. Yeah, definitely. But also, like, I've been in business with family in the past, and it hasn't always been easy, and it's something that I might not want to mix. So I really don't know. I'll handle it until it gets overwhelming, and then I'll probably just hire someone to to deal with it, so I don't have to.
That's one thing I got to set aside too, because I like to do a lot of things, but it's like sometimes I got to say, you know what, I'm not really good at that. I got to hire someone or get someone else on board for it. So.
Yeah, social media to me, man, it's never felt authentic to an extent. So I've tried to at least make myself authentic on social media, you know what I mean? So like I post things I care about, I post things I find funny, like
hell yeah.
Hopefully people like my vibe, and if they don't, that's fine too, man. Like
that authenticity is crucial.
Sure.
Audience can smell through bullshit.
I hope so, man. I mean,
I'm a big bullshitter. I don't even exist. I'm not even here right now. Right on. Well, hey, I think we're probably hitting that 2-hour mark, yeah? Yep. Ezra, Sena, thank you so much for joining us today.
My friend.
Any last little thing you want to plug or?
Keep an eye out for that Bellowing Bear single. Will be out very soon.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, that's my Instagram, Bellowing Bear on Instagram too. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course, man. It's been a blast.
Have a good day, everybody.